record on this computer. Okay. Awesome. Well, hello and welcome. My name is Brian Frantz, owner of Mortgage Broker Marketing. Very pleased to introduce my special guest, someone very special to us, Mr. David Otero. So, David, please introduce yourself, your company, and what you do.
Good afternoon, Brian. Yes, thank you. My name is David Otero from Lending Bankers Mortgage. We have been doing mortgages for the past 16 years. We act as a broker, and our company is located in Miami, Florida. Basically, I went ahead and decided in 2018 that I wanted to start investing into digital platforms to get our company to go up on the.
Oh, yeah, you're muted. David, you got muted somehow. What happened? Oh, there we go.
Possibilities on those keywords, and basically narrow it down to a list of probably at the beginning was anywhere between like 10 and 15. And obviously I knew that it wasn't going to happen overnight. The results were going to be seen in a matter of maybe 6 months to a year. And I remember that after the 8th month is when I started feeling the leads coming in, the phone calls coming in. And I would say on my second year with you, it's definitely continued to progress. And there is no day that my phone doesn't ring or that we don't leads, generated by the different social media platforms. So I would say as of today, we probably have an average of the worst days, probably 2 phone calls. The best days are 7 calls in one day.
Right.
And in regards to the leads, it varies, but there's not one day that I don't go with at least one lead. I would say the average is between, I would say 7 leads to some days it's even 12 leads, 13 leads. So I distribute between the LOs and, we're very happy because finally we get to the point where, in this past, it's almost 2 years now. Actually, it's 2 years. In end of August of 2018 is when we started.
Yeah.
So these past 12 months have been, let's say, the success of the first year investment. We've been able to close several deals a month, and things are going well. So we're now targeting different niche markets, like, for example, the commercial side.
Yeah.
Right. We're starting to get into that because we do have amazing products there that we never targeted through the keywords, but now we are. So, it definitely continues to grow. More people looking online. The local searches are amazing. I mean, we've had actually walk-ins through the door where they go like, oh, I was at the cafeteria, or I was, a few blocks away and decided to stop by and say hello. And this is what I want to do. I want to refinance or, I mean, we probably had over the last year, maybe 2 or 3 of those, but I'm saying it does work, Most people obviously just make a phone call through Google Maps and SEO. So,
So, okay, got it. Thank you for sharing. Now, so what did our team implement for you? We started working in July 2018. What did we do for you guys?
I thought it was end of August. Well, you implemented a package that basically covered 360. We needed first we did web development. We definitely updated our website.
Yeah.
To meet all the different programs that we had at the moment. The old website only showed the very basic. The new website has all the information on all the different niche markets that we go. It's very complete, and it gives the tools like the calculators for people to play with the website before they make a phone call and kind of
Yeah.
find out things. You also implemented the blogs, so we do all the blogs every day, every month, sorry, and they help a lot to position uh, on the search engines on good rankings. And they're available through the website as well. The website has, in our case, we went with a live chat through WhatsApp because a lot of our clients are also foreigners. So
Yeah.
they're very comfortable with using WhatsApp. So we have that feature there. And I probably get about 5 messages a week
Wow.
on, on my cell phone from international borrowers and local borrowers, so that worked well as well. And we have also the feature of downloading the application and the list of documents
Yeah.
online. We have the online application with steps that are, it's almost like artificial intelligence, right? Depending on what they answer, it
Yep.
asks them questions, so on and so forth. So it's pretty cool. And then we did the social media, the Facebook, we did the Instagram, and it all covers my needs. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Right. And what were you doing before? You said you've been in business for 16 years. What was it? What was it like before we started working together?
The company has always generated uh, the business through referrals.
Yeah.
I have great relationships with real estate developers
Yep.
on large projects, and that's one of the main sources of business,
Yeah.
at least for the last 10 years. And also big luxury real estate companies, the brokers have developed a relationship with us because of the good reputation. So number one, it's always the service that you deliver. If
Yeah.
your service is premium, people are going to come to you. But that has to be uh, done a little different nowadays because people are very impulsive now.
Yeah.
They think about something and they just jump on Google instead of asking friends.
Mm.
So when people go and ask friends, oh, do you know a mortgage guy? Or they're gonna say, yeah, I know a great one here in Miami. Give him a call.
Yep.
But that is happening less and less. People are
Yep.
being very impulsive and they just trust what Google says, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we've also built up our reviews on Google. They're
Big time.
very helpful. The more you work on them, the more people are going to be calling you.
Yeah.
Um, Even real estate agents, they call and they say, look, I read your reviews. I found you on Google, and you guys look like an amazing team. I would love to start doing business with you. Obviously, they feel comfortable with the conversation, and
Yep.
that's how we're creating relationships today. But that's not how I was doing it prior to 2 years ago,
Right.
before we did all the work on that.
Yeah. So is it the typical like realtor relationships, referral based business previously? And right, and I think you had mentioned something like people trust Google, right? They go to Google, and I think we all do it. I do it. I go to Google and see who's on the first page, um, and that's who I'm going to call, right? That's who I'm going to do business with. So very important. Yeah. And so now, since we've started working, you touched on it a little bit. That you said there was like a build up in the first year, but now where are you at? Where are you at today, compared to where you were at in say in 2018?
I mean, business. It's funny because this morning I had a call with my accountant, and last year was the best year in the company ever.
Wow.
And this year is also looking like it's, even though we got hit with COVID and all that, but there is obviously the big benefit of rates being a half of what they were a year
Right.
ago. So that is pushing a lot of people to refinance and a lot of people to purchase homes. People are switching from condos to houses. So
Yeah.
that's going to help us do very well this year and possibly better than last. But I would say that the social media, the SEO, the phone calls coming in has helped me hire more LOs that
Right.
are on the starting stages and don't have that referral source.
Yep.
But I can give them the leads, they can work on those, and they can convert. So I have people in the company that been here for about 6 months, prior
Hmm.
to some of them were hired in February, in March, and they're closing. They're closing good numbers
Wow.
for new LOs. Yeah.
Got it. So yeah, business coming in, you got new LOs that don't have like a book of business with them, and they're working these leads and closing them. And
And you know what? Another point here. Some of these leads that we get, right? They say whether the person is working with a real estate agent or not.
yep.
The ones where the person says, I'm not working with a real estate agent, we pre-qualify them and we ask them if they want to get help on
Yeah.
finding property. And they said, yeah, can you recommend some good agent? And we do.
Yep.
So far, we closed one property. I mean, the referral that we did to the agent, they closed one property and another one is under contract, hopefully to close in the
Wow.
next 2 weeks. So you got to think about that as well.
Hmm.
Those are conversions, but there are plenty of referrals that have been done to real estate companies where we follow up and they say, yeah, we're still working, we're still looking for a house, or others that we are basically in the process of fixing the credit, or
Yeah.
they have filed 2019 taxes, or they have to wait till 2020 taxes, and then they will become buyers as well and
Right.
use the real estate agents that we have assigned. So
Yeah.
that's another huge revenue coming in to anybody who also owns a real estate company or that wants to give good referrals in exchange for, obviously, they send business back to you. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And typically, yeah, the mortgage and the realtor, the loan officer and the realtor, the realtor is usually the one calling the mortgage person, right? So they're usually given the referral the other way. So now you've kind of switched it, and you have some leads now to give to the realtor that they can work, and what that's gonna just that's gonna really help that, or really want that realtor to give back, right? And so
Exactly. I mean, we're
gonna
not, we're not a company that has an affiliate or anything like that in the real estate industry, but I know there are plenty of companies out there where they do both. They do real
yeah,
estate, they do mortgages. So if they're using your program, they definitely will get buyers
yeah,
approved. And they will, use
right,
your
yeah,
agents.
awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, David, think I just one last question. What would you say to someone considering working with us? What would you say to them? Any feedback you can offer them? Uh, anything you got? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, look, I would say the company is a serious company. I never had a situation where I try to reach out to you and you wouldn't answer or anything like that. If you were busy, you just send me a text back saying I'll call you right back, or an email.
Yep.
In the few moments, maybe there were a couple of occasions that I got busy or you got busy and we couldn't connect to
Yeah.
do, let's say, the monthly review, but you would record it and send it to me.
Yeah.
And it was very complete with all the stats, so there was no need to actually talk. But
Yeah.
you're always on top of the game. And regardless of whatever I'm saying here, people can just go and, search on Miami on mortgage brokers or Miami
Yeah.
mortgage brokers or whatever. It's going to be very easy. You can look for lendingbankers.com and you can go from there too,
Yeah.
and see where we are positioned. You will see we're always on the first or second page. in most popular keywords, some of them with millions and millions of companies in it, you know.
Yep.
So I think that's a pretty good accomplishment for just 2 years of work. As we
Big time.
continue to keep up with this and not let the guard down, I think that we'll be able to reach many other keywords. We actually started going into Spanish as well.
Yeah.
So there's plenty of work to do, but it's kind of one of those things that if you don't get it started now,
Yeah.
then you know it's gonna take longer, and you're gonna have other guys like me that are gonna put the money in it, and then you're gonna have to catch up 2 years from now when they have way more market share of your local market, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it reminds me of the saying, right? In real estate, like the best time to buy a house was 5 years ago. The second best time is now, right? And so saying this with the SEO, it's like should have started. The best time to start that was 2 years ago or a year ago. The second best time is now, right? So
Yeah, you can't expect instant gratification on this.
yeah,
You know, you gotta go into it with the mentality of at least for this first 6 months, you gotta give Ryan and the team uh, you know, time, and they will use the tools and they will prepare things so that everything is organized, so your website is, you know, SEO compatible and there are no errors in it, so on and
yep,
so forth. And we updated the website a few times, but honestly, 2 years later, I'm still very happy with the look and feel
yeah,
of the site, and it still works because we're
yep,
getting more calls and more leads than ever before. If the website wasn't properly built at the beginning, then we probably would be having a hard time right now, or trying to figure out what to switch, what to change.
yeah,
So if it's not broken, why fix it, right?
exactly. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Well, David, thank you so much. Appreciate your time, and you know, we love working with you. Our team is excited about your growth, and we you know can't wait to see where we go next. So thank you.
No, my pleasure. Thank you. Thank you, and
Awesome,
thank you for all the good work.
awesome. Thank you.
Okay.